So I'm just really struggling with a prolific scorer. I just need somebody who can just get me goals. We are currently 4th in the league and we are getting down to the business end of the season. So he's probably just like wants to have a little sit down and have a little rest. It's business. Victor, we need to be victorious with you under the helm. It's business time. This is the longest pitch I've ever seen in my life. Schumacher! Yeah! He's like, no messing around. No messing around. I'm the worst football manager ever and welcome back to the Sutton Scramble. This is now episode 25. We are a quarter of a century old. Actually, no, we're not like 25 years old, are we? Just 25 episodes, so it's about a month. And so today, you join me, and today's game is going to be against Hemel Hempstead, who are 13th in the league. We are currently 4th in the league, and we are getting down to the business end of the season. It's business. It's business time. And before we jump into that game, I thought I'd better show you how we're getting on, eh? Since last time, we played Cheltenham last game, and we drew 1-1 with them. If you remember, go back and have a little look at the video. But since then, we played Weston-super-Mare, and unfortunately, we lost 3-2 to them. Like, we shouldn't have lost. It's not good, really, good enough. Tristan Plummer, I remember in my head, I was like, Tristan Plummer, he always scores. So I literally was like closing him down, telling all my players, watch out for him, marking him, all this sort of stuff. He still scored 2. Literally scored on the second minute as well, so that was really embarrassing. They went 1-0 up. We then equalised, actually, so it was 1-1. But they then went 2-1 up and then 3-2 up, 3-1 up by half-time. And then second half was just poor. And right on the injury time, we got a goal. But obviously, it was way too late. And then since then, we then played Wealdstone and we've just beaten them 1-0. Aidan Austin scored for me there. Aidan Austin is just playing out of his skin this season. If you look at his average rating is 7.15. 35 appearances, 12 goals, and he's a left winger. Do you know what I mean? He's my highest scoring player with 19 goals in total this season, most assists. He's basically most player of the match, most average rating. He is basically my best player by quite a way. So we're kind of relying on him a little bit, could be said. So we now have 6 games left of the season. 6 games, that is 18 points available to us. And the league looks like this. We're 4th in it at the moment. Margate are streaming ahead. They have been for a while now. 9 points clear of the top of Cheltenham on 64. Then Eastbourne, 2 points below them. And then 4 points below them is me. And then Brackley are just 1 point below them. So there's probably, there's 4 teams. Sutton, myself, Brackley, Bishop Stortford and Farnborough. All are pretty close around the playoff zone, so it's all to play for. I'm hoping I can do this. I'll be absolutely gutted if I don't get promoted straight back up. It seems like all the work I've done, and it'll all be for nothing if I don't do it. So I've got to win, really. Today we play Hemel Hempstead, who are mid-table in 13th place. Don't look like really they've got much of a chance. But let's just see how we go, shall we? Let's jump into the game. Okay, so my tactic today is a 4-4-2. We've brought the midfielders back into sort of just standard winger formation rather than 4-2-4, which they were at before. The team is looking pretty similar to how things have been going. So we've got in the middle Schumacher, who has been playing well recently, and Archie Thomas, who has really come into his own now, which has been good. In central backs, we've got Wes Harding and Nsiala in the middle of the defence. Left back, we've got Lawal. Right back, got Dan Spence. Left midfield, obviously, is Aidan Austin. But then up front is where we're trying a few things out. My strikers aren't scoring prolifically enough this season. So the Lemon, who I think scored about 11 goals, 8 or 11 goals, something like that. Yeah, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 goals in total. Non-competitive, he's only scored 2, so 8 goals in competitive games, which just isn't really enough. The other main strikers, Dan Fitcher, he's actually injured at the moment, still in recovery from injury. And the other one here is Eddie Ketty, who has scored 11. Yeah, he scored 11 in competitive games. So I'm just really struggling with a prolific scorer. I just need somebody who can just get me goals. And if you remember, I brought in 2 strikers. I brought in Karel Kayembe, who I don't think he's scored for me just yet. He scored in the under-21s, but he hasn't scored any competitive games yet, but he's only started 1 game in the starting 11. So there's him, and then the other player who is on the subs bench today is Victor Adibiejo, who also looks quite a nice little player. Has scored a reasonable amount in non-competitive games, the under-21s and the just like other friendlies. So I think he might be good. He's quite tired. He's got 78%. So he's pretty shattered, really. So he's probably just wants to have a little sit down and have a little rest. But I'm saying no, mate. Victor, we need to be victorious with you under the helm. We're going to give him the helm. I don't know what a helm is, but we're going to give it to him anyway, and he's going to take that. He's going to take it. That's what you do with a helm, don't you? You take the helm. If he comes on, he better score for me, otherwise I won't be happy. It's as simple as that, really. Central midfield, yeah, Archie Thomas, Stephen Schumacher. We've got George Marsh also on the bench, ready if we need him. And of course, oh, Ben Killip's in goal. Okay, so we are not the favourites for this game. Hemel Hempstead are the favourites. They think it's quite close, but the media are saying that we should just edge it. I could really do with a win. I think we really need to finish this season strong if we're going to have a chance of staying in the playoffs, really. 6 clean sheets would be nice. Do you know what I mean? That's what I'm aiming for. Okay, so here we go. We've given them a bit of a boost. This is the longest pitch I've ever seen in my life, which suggests I should go narrow, eh? We are going to change it up. Look at how thin that pitch is and how long it is. So, I think what we're going to do is we are going to go fairly narrow. No, let's just, you know what? Stuff it. We're going to just go narrow, mate. We're going narrow. Simple as that. Direct passing. Closing down more. Exploit the middle. Should we exploit the middle? You know what? No, we shouldn't exploit the middle, actually. We're cancelling that. We're cancelling the exploit the middle. But Remo Karembe with a corner. Oh, and here's a... Oh! Oh, and the lemon's onto it. Porter. Schumacher. Yes! 1-0. Come on. 2 minutes in, and we've taken the lead through a Stephen Schumacher beauty. Let's just have a little look at this in 3D. Wes Harding heads it back out. Lemon passes it in. Porter couldn't quite get his foot onto it, but Schumacher just blasts it. He just smashes it. He's like, no messing around. No messing around. He just goes out and he takes us ahead nice and early in the game. It's like a 100-metre, it's like a running track rather than a football pitch. Do you know what I mean? It's probably a bit more than 100 metres. Is it? He's Harfield. Owens with playing around across to Moore. He's got a lot of space on that right hand side there. And Hawkridge for great! We just didn't get it. Donovan scores these. Their first ever goal. I hate it when they score their first ever goal. I really hate it. It's like oh yeah, I just got my first ever goal in your face. I've never scored, but now I've scored against you because you're rubbish. That's basically what I feel like they're saying when they score their first ever goal. Unsiala there, he's very accident-prone, is Unsiala. He's got a good name and it's very like, but he's messing about for me a bit. He's making a lot of mistakes recent games. I think one of the changes I'm going to be making in the next season is just beefing up the defence a little bit more in the next round. Oh dear, and Thasalitis. Donovan. Oh, it's over the bar. Dear me. We are back to square one. It's 1-1 now. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Let's bring up league. It's that time of the season again, my friends. It's that time again in the season where it all gets a little bit dicey. We've now dropped down to 5th. We've got to be winning these games. Stephen Schumacher, George Porter, through to the lemon. Kayembe! Oh! Ayah! Right, you know what? Things are in the way a bit. Because this pitch is so long, I can't bring up any of my stats. But here's Lemon. Oh, and he's lost it. Here's Lawal. Can he get it to... Austin picks up the loose ball. Good play by Austin. Back into Schumacher. Here's Archie Thomas. Through to the Lemon. Kayembe! Oh! Kayembe! I'd love it if Kayembe... Because I feel like Kayembe could be one of those players where if he scores, it's going to open the floodgates. And it's basically going to be a goal machine. But until that... It's almost like his... I was just about to say his waters need to break. As if he's a pregnant woman. Here we are, half-time, 0-0, encouraging team. We can still win this match. I feel like they've got to do a bit of... We can still come out with this match again today, but I think they've got to put me a bit more work in, it feels like. Strikers, I need them to step it up. We are going to push up in this second half into control. Just going to begin to try and take control of this game. I just feel like, we can go standard. We can let the game happen to us, or we can make us happen to the game. That doesn't really make sense, does it? Okay, 51 minutes gone. I'm wondering about bringing on the Victor. Are you excited for the Victor? I'm pretty excited about the Victor. I think I might do it. 57th minute. Match stats. We have had most of the possession, more shots than them. The Lemon is on 6.7. He's looking tired though. Karel Kiembe is not having a good game. 6.4. We're taking off Kiembe. I'm not going to take off the lemon, just Kiembe. Adebayo, Addy boy, Attaboy. That's what we want. Come on, son. Show me what you've got today. I want to see a good display. Let's see what happens with the victor. Can the victor make us victorious? I feel like this could be a golden moment tactically. Or it could just be boring and a letdown. Hemel Hempstead on the attack is Cole into Donovan. Oh my days. Don't you dare score. Good. It's cleared. It's cleared. When in doubt, kick it out. That's good. That's good. That's good. So we've now used up our subs with 20 minutes to go. Now is when somebody will get injured. You watch. You watch, YouTube. YouTube, you watch. Why did they call YouTube? I'm full of good questions. I feel like I put FM on and I just think about life. Here's Schumacher with a corner. Fenlon! Oh! I think we're going to have to go into an attacking now. We're going to have to just push them a little bit now. Just nudge them a little bit. Come on. Slightly higher. And we're going to go slightly faster. And we're going to start pumping the ball into the box. Okay? This is what we're going to do. We're also going to shoot on sight. We've got 4 minutes now, boys. 4 minutes. 3 minutes, in fact. Meanwhile, it's a corner to us. Here's Stephen Schumacher. And Bende, can he get onto it? Fenlon! Oh, with a shot. Where's Harding? Can't get onto it. And it's another corner. Oh. Here we go in the second corner. Again, Schumacher. Stephen Schumacher. What can he do with this? All to the far back post. Oh, and Bende couldn't get his head onto it. And it's a foul. Schumacher fouls him and he's going to get a yellow for that. Oh, boy. He fought for that, though. He fought for it, which is nice to see. He's fighting. Oh, okay. Persistent foul. I thought he was been sent off then. The crowd suddenly shouted a lot louder. Oh, well, it's like run out of time now, boys. That's it. We're done for today. Oh, it's 1-1 draw. I don't think it's good enough. It's not good enough. Assertively say, I'm not happy, boys, with your performance out there. Right, what are we looking like in the league now, fellas? Let's have a little look at where we are in the league and see what we've got to do. Because our next game is against Eastbourne Borough, which is a hard game. 3rd place in the league they are. So let's see where we are. Okay, so here we are now. Eastbourne Borough are our next opponents. They're in 3rd place. We have now gone down to 5th place. And there's this... Oh, like, for example, Cheltenham are now 8 points clear from us. You know what I mean? So Margate are now at least in the playoffs already. We've got 5 games left, 15 points in it. This is not good at all. We've got Farnborough and Brackley fighting, chomping on our tails, chomping on a biscuit, and we've got Eastbourne Borough next game. This is a scary, scary thought, my friends? We've got Eastbourne Borough, Gosport, Maidstone, Oxford City and St Albans. They are not easy games. We've got a lot to play for, a lot of fight to fight for. There's a lot of football still to play. 5 games, 90 minutes a game. That's a lot of minutes. But that will do today. Thanks for joining me today for the Sutton Scramble. It's been great to have you with me today. And if you do enjoy this content, do hit the like button. Do hit the subscribe button as well. And I'd love you to be on the journey with me. I'm playing Eastbourne Borough my last 3 times. Just seen that. Previous meetings, lost and lost. So let's see if I can turn the tables around and inspire this team to the playoffs. See if I can get promoted. But thank you for joining me. We'll see you next time. Or if you want to chat about it on Twitter before then, join me on Twitter at the worst F manager. But until next time, I'll see you later.